management of diabetes can be impacted by numerous things. Many of these are manageable by an individual, including how often they check their blood sugar, how much exercise they get, the regularity and accuracy of any drug doses they take, quantity and quality of sleep, their consumption of carbohydrates, what they consume, how much of it, and how frequently. It is possible for blood sugar management to be impacted by even minor alterations in one of these areas. A person's blood sugar level can dramatically improve if they eat consciously, monitor their meal quantities every day, include daily exercise, get enough sleep, and take their medications as prescribed. A lower risk of consequences like heart disease, coronary artery disease, kidney disease, and nerve damage results from adequate blood sugar management. Additionally, it's critical for people to control their diets and, as needed, enhance their physical activity. This can assist someone in achieving or maintaining healthy body weight. A wholesome, well-balanced diet can help you manage type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Foods from all food groups, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and dairy, should be included in meals and snacks. Maintaining control of type 2 diabetes or preventing the onset of type 2 diabetes can be greatly aided by eating a balanced diet. One can lessen the risks associated with diabetes by watching their carbohydrate intake, eating more frequently, and making healthier, nutrient-dense food choices. A list of healthier foods for those with diabetes or prediabetes will be provided in this video. Additionally, it will go over the foods one ought to limit or stay away from. Vegetables. A healthful diet is based on vegetables. They are great providers of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Many veggies contain fiber and complex carbs that might aid in a feeling of fullness. In turn, this can discourage binge eating, which can result in unwanted weight gain and blood sugar issues. Vegetables to choose from if you have type 2 diabetes are likely to have a lot of fiber. They are packed with different vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Have nitrates in them, which lower blood pressure. People should also select a range of veggies, paying special attention to the ones they like. If a person only sometimes eats veggies because they dislike them, it might be time to try some new cooking and serving techniques. People with diabetes can maintain their health while taking pleasure in a variety of meals by eating a wide variety of foods, including a variety of vegetables. Add the following vegetables to your list: broccoli, carrots, greens, peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, corn, green peas, beans and legumes. Pulses such as beans, lentils, and others are excellent providers of protein and dietary fiber. The digestive tract absorbs less carbohydrates from meals in the pulse family due to their high fiber content than it does from foods with low fiber and high carbohydrate content. This means that people with diabetes can choose these foods as great sources of carbohydrates. They can also be used in place of cheese or meat. Here are a few legumes you may get in dry, tinned, or frozen form. Black beans, lentils, white beans, garbanzo beans, kidney beans, pinto beans. Fruit. Fruit can contain a lot of sugar, however whole fruits sugar does not count toward free sugars. Consequently, those who have diabetes shouldn't avoid fruit. Although most fruits include sugar, eating fruit can be a healthy approach to sate hunger and fulfill daily nutritional requirements. Fruit can be eaten by people with diabetes, but they must be careful when doing so. According to the American Diabetes Association, any fruit is suitable for someone with diabetes as long as they are not allergic to it. In fact, Research from 2017 indicated that eating more fruit is strongly linked to a lower risk of type 2 diabetes, according to a study published on the National Library of Medicine. When selecting the best fruit alternatives, there are a few factors to keep in mind. Fruit in a can, fresh fruit, frozen fruit without sugar, all make excellent choices. It's crucial to check the nutrition label and select the foods with the least amount of added sugar. Fruit should be included in your diet plan because it includes carbohydrates. This video offers suggestions on which fruits to eat and which to avoid if you have diabetes. Due to their low glycemic load, the following fruits are excellent complements to the diet of anyone with type 2 diabetes. Apples, avocado, blackberries, cherries, grapefruit, peaches, pears, plums, strawberries. Whole grains. Since whole grains frequently have a lower glycemic index than refined grains, they can help persons with diabetes control their blood sugar levels. People should choose some of the following while ingesting grains rather than bleached and processed carbs like white bread and white pasta. 100% whole wheat or legume-based pasta. Whole grain bread, containing no less than 3 grams of fiber per slice. Quinoa. Wild rice. 100% whole grain or whole wheat flour. Cornmeal. Oatmeal. Millet. Amaranth. Barley. In addition, whole grains may taste better than highly processed carbohydrates and help people feel fuller longer. Dairy. Calcium and protein are two important minerals found in dairy products. According to several studies, dairy consumption can increase insulin secretion in some type 2 diabetics. The best milk for a diabetic individual will depend on the flavors they enjoy, the rest of their diet, and how much total daily carbohydrate they consume. Almond and flax milk, for instance, has almost no carbohydrates if someone wants to cut their intake of carbohydrates as much as possible. It is crucial for diabetics to account for the fact that every cow's milk contains carbohydrates when calculating their daily carbohydrate intake. However, for those who love cow's milk but are not lactose intolerant, skim milk can be a lower fat, lower calorie option. Due to their quicker absorption, low-fat foods and drinks like skimmed milk may raise blood sugar levels. Therefore, glucose monitoring may be useful to decide whether and what kind of cow milk is optimal. Among the best foods to include in one's diet are Parmesan, ricotta, or cottage cheese, low-fat or skim milk, low-fat Greek or plain yogurt, meat. For those with diabetes, proteins are crucial. Proteins take a while to digest and only slightly raise blood sugar levels, similar to diets high in fiber and fat. Several excellent sources of protein are as follows: skinless, boneless chicken breast or strips, salmon, sardines, tuna, and other oily fish, white fish fillets, skinless turkey breast, eggs. In terms of plant-based proteins, beans and bean products like black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, refried beans, hummus, falafel, lentils, peas, edamame, tempeh, tofu, dressings, dips, spices, and condiments. For people attempting to control their blood sugar, a variety of seasonings and dressings might be very beneficial. People with diabetes have the following tasty options to choose from: vinegar, olive oil, mustard, any spice or herb, any variety of extract, hot sauce, salsa. Mix equal parts olive oil and balsamic vinegar, or another vinegar, and season with salt, pepper, mustard, and herbs to taste to make a vinaigrette. Don't forget to take a dressing's carbohydrates into consideration. Before purchasing any of these goods, it is important to read the nutrition facts label, as barbecue sauces, ketchup, and specific salad dressings may also be rich in fat, sugar, or both. Dessert. Desserts are okay for those with type 2 diabetes, but they should watch their portion sizes and frequency of consumption. Compared to traditional sweets, the following low-calorie or low-carbohydrate options have less of an effect on blood sugar levels. Popsicles made without sugar. 100% fruit popsicles. Sugar-free gelatin. Pudding or ice cream that has been sweetened with calorie-free or low-calorie sweeteners like erythritol and stevia. Fruit-based desserts, such summer fruit medleys or homemade fruit salad without added sugar, can be a satisfying and nutritious way to end a meal. The sugar in fruit should be taken into consideration when calculating carbohydrates. Sugar-free options for diabetes. Diabetes patients must control their sugar intake. A person's blood glucose level could still be impacted by sugar-free diets. A food item is considered sugar-free if there is no added sugar present, although it may still include carbs, which might have an impact on blood sugar levels. One such example are sugar alcohols. These low-calorie sweeteners are frequently used by manufacturers in sugar-free gum, candies, ice cream, and fruit spreads. Typical sugar alcohols are xylitol, erythritol, sorbitol, maltitol. These carbohydrate groups can cause blood sugar levels to rise. One could decide to use sugar alternatives. A serving of a sugar replacement will often have little effect on blood sugar levels. Typical sugar alternatives include saccharin, neotame, aspartame, sucralose, stevia, advantame. Snacks. Those who experience cravings in between meals can try homegrown popcorn, not prepared or sweetened variants. Nuts, but not ones with sugar. Carrot or celery sticks with hummus. A few pieces of fresh fruit in tiny portions, combined with a protein or fat, like an apple and nut butter. Drinks. Even those with diabetes can benefit from drinking water. Here are a few choices a diabetic person might want to think about. Unsweetened ice or hot tea. Unsweetened coffee. Low-fat or skim milk. Unsweetened plant-based milks. Sparkling water. Foods to limit or avoid. The same foods that are less healthful for those without type 2 diabetes should be limited or avoided by people with the illness. Additionally, they ought to stay away from items that significantly alter blood sugar levels. A person on a low or extremely low carbohydrate diet should refrain from taking a lot of simple carbohydrates, saturated and trans fats, sugar in the form of candy, ice cream, and cakes. People should restrict their consumption of more especially foods like packaged and fast food items like desserts, candy, chips, and baked products. White bread, white pasta, white rice, fried foods such as French fries, sugary cereals, sugary drinks, processed meats, red meat. Avoiding low-fat foods that have sugar in place of fat is also a good idea. Fat-free yogurt is a good example. People with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes may want to try replacing some of their favorite foods with healthier alternatives. This can entail picking whole grain pasta, bread, or rice, or switching out fried potatoes for baked ones. The best alternative is typically to prepare food at home because it allows one to avoid the additional sugars that are included in many prepared foods. Thank you all for joining me today on our delicious journey through the world of healthy eating. I hope you've enjoyed exploring nutritious ingredients and learning exciting ways to nourish your body. I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for being a part of this health food community. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more how the food we eat can heal our bodies, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until next time, keep exploring, keep cooking, and keep enjoying the incredible journey of healthy eating. Take care and stay healthy.